and play what ifs. It encourages what ifing bullshit, but then you end up dwelling on the past for shit like that, and then redoing stuff like that, and then it's boring. I find it boring. Anytime they should do that sort of stuff is if you're making your character, and you're essentially making the story as you play through it, which is different than you playing D&D, Baldur's Gate, in which multiple endings for that, cool. Or totally different scenarios where it's like, you know what? You are a bad guy and you're destroying everyone and make them succumb to you. In which that should have lots of different endings. More than multiple, just like huge amount. Games like this, on the other hand, no. If you're trying to tell me a story, don't fucking bother. This is the difference between RPG and just action-adventure game. Role-playing, but you're playing a role. Even in the action-adventure, like, those ones with those tags, they still have a fucking story. They're still technically RPGs. I guess the other difference is RPG is determined by the stats as well. And they don't always have multiple endings. That's my point, playing a role if it's just a linear path to the same ending. What do you mean by that though? Like, there's not much point playing a role if it's just a linear path to the same ending. But that's the thing, is some of those multiple endings are kind of the same ending. Like in Sekiro, for instance. Go through, he dies. But it's slightly different. Or, oh, he lives, but you die. Doesn't make much of a fucking difference. Unless you do the sure ending. Yeah, they can. It could be a visual fucking novel, really. But you're playing a role. A predetermined, story-written character. Action-adventure could have literally no story. Wish the Souls genre gave more divergence through their game. Yeah, I think so too. Like, if you're gonna have multiple endings, you need more divergence in the middle of the game. I always feel like it's fairly linear path to near the end game. Yeah, and then it kind of like forces you to like, pick between these three things. It's like, light the bonfire, don't light the bonfire. Have a certain item, then light the bonfire. There you go. You've got 3 endings already. Crazy. The illusion of choice rather than a different journey. Yeah, that's where I agree with you, I think. I think that's where if you're going to do multiple endings, make it feel like that's what's going to happen in the journey. Like, you know, like in D&D and stuff, you can divert on the path completely, and it's like, wow, I didn't even see this full area. You could miss entire maps because of a choice you made. And then you could see a totally different game to someone else. It's like, that's not what I saw, what the fuck? And then more people would be talking about that. It'd be far more interesting. I agree with you in that. I think if you're going to do multiple endings, when you see the game, you know there's going to be multiple endings. Just from having big choices at the start of the game even. Like what area you start in could be like a determining factor to how it ends. You can have like 7 endings easy. Because they could like diverge and then come in to a new sort of linear end where it's like, you bought this with you. Do you want to use that? And then you've got a yes no there. Then coming from a different area, a yes no for that, and so on. You would have so many different endings. But that would be interesting because you'd be like, there's a whole entire like map section I just totally missed. Like Elden Ring kind of had that, but like that still felt that linear path of like going around the map in a way. Like even though there's a lot of explorable dungeons on the side, that gave the illusion of being able to diverge a lot. But no, that's just there to like confuse people because it's so open. But you could have linear paths like go out like that and then come back. And that would be cool. Kick the Firekeeper. The hidden fourth one. Yeah, but it's always like, go collect the fucking item and then burn it at the end. It's like, okay, FromSoft, we get it. You can do this a different way, you know. You're certainly capable. I think this is the Souls genre weakest part. Yeah, I think so too. It's kind of like in Mass Effect, you know, that's got the kind of illusion of choice, and then it kind of like, you can go to all these different planets and stuff like that, and you can pick the dialogue. None of that really kind of does anything for the end until like the decisions at the end. It's like, oh, I'll quick save it before the end so I can do all the endings. Cool. You can cheese it. But like, how cool would it be if you went through the game, you see all this map and that, but imagine if you went through this game again, but just from taking one separate path, it's on the old forest and stuff like that, and it's almost an entirely different game, and the end is totally different. You'd be like, see someone else play it, and you're like, I didn't see any of this, what the fuck? Totally different bosses? The story feels totally different? What the fuck? It'd blow your mind. Imagine that for a game. Crazy. People would be talking about that for ages. Easy game of the year. Easy. I would call it a good RPG rather than a good Souls game. Yeah. It'd be sick. I mean, like, story writing wise, like, that would be tricky to do. You have to really think about, like, kind of like how the story is relevant to, like, those kinds of buts that can happen. If you do this decision, you will have trouble. They're both hard ways, but you know what? They're different kind of hard. Ooh woo. Yeah, I think you brought up in like an interesting point though, of like how it feels like it's like, the multiple endings is cool, and I think they should have it, but make it diverge more in the middle of the stuff so it doesn't feel so linear, like it's an illusion of a choice for the multiple endings. Yeah, if they did it differently, it would definitely be better, but like just this whole kind of like, you can kind of pick a thing at the end. That's what I don't like for multiple endings. It's like, why would I want to go through the exact same thing for a slightly different ending? I'd rather play through the game for the exact same ending than change a decision at the very end of doing the exact same stuff just to get a different ending. Might as well watch a movie then. I don't know. Read a book. And then write my own story at the end. But what if I made this decision? BG3. Professional changes as you make decision. Yeah. D&D's good. Oh, you're attacking. I didn't even know he was facing me, I'm not gonna lie. Can't even see his face. Is that up there? I don't know. Takes a lot of work basically, make multiple games in one. Yeah. Like Chrono Trigger. I mean, essentially, it was exactly the same last boss sort of thing, but it's like in the what time frame you, or what timeline you do it in changes a lot. But like it had a huge impact on the ending kind of circumstances. That was an interesting way to do the last ending, but that last boss thing fucking sucked. I hated that. The game was mostly good. It's just so fucking ridiculously hard. Hey English, it don't make sense. Me too. That's the only language I know. Game developers also don't really succeed at making failure fun. Yes! Oh god. When we fail and you feel like, oh, wow, I actually learned from it, and you like, I know where I went wrong. Bad dice rolls happen, you're like, you know what? Shit happens. The bad dice roll thing is kind of fun. And when it's just like, not a devastating kind of result where you fail, but something kind of funny happens. When you fail, you're like, oh, failing there is actually kind of hilarious. It's worth failing. That makes it fun as well. But then other times it can like really hurt you. You're like, oh fuck. Like you roll a 1 and then you just get knocked out, but then you're fine. It's fucking hilarious. Sometimes your successes can be like a bad thing just because of the decision you made. I'm going to get grappled here, but I'm going to have to do a successful strength roll to do it. Detrimental, but it's funny. Schoolwork and the paper's in Swedish, but my program is in English, and translating don't work. Me finding the smallest excuse to fail. Yeah, like if I could jump off this edge here, but there's no edge. It's just a wall to fuck my camera. Whoa, look at that range, bro. Edge, edge, edge. I'm only edging because you guys are here. Ah! The hand of God, blur. Touch. Edge, edge. I hate invisible walls. It tilts me so hard. There's invisible walls in real life, though. You know when, like, the wind blows, like, really hard? Let me walk, motherfuckers. Nah. Ow. That hit me? Okay. Pew 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 pew! Alright, Goku, fucking calm down. Oh, you got me. Holy fuck. Such a boring fight. You have a clip for me? Is that the clitoris? Lol. Ah, it's not a clip of me, good. I thought I've already seen. Oh, it's the Sekiro one. The other one was like an earlier one. Edging. We've all done that though. I did that so much. Anti-narcissist, that would be like an altruist? An altruist? Altruistic is like other people before yourself, I think. Something that instantly tilted me in Monster Hunter Wilds. They give you a mount that can fly, then you instantly smack into a visible sky wall and roof and can't jump off the most highest places. Yeah, the Tom the Unseen button it's good. It's funny because like that last fight in Dark Souls with the Genichiro tutorial area, that coming back to that area and then always running off the cliff, the amount of times that happened. Frustrating. Also, it's so good. Why did I come back here? Alright. I was gonna pick my gold trees. The Marty man played the air horn, and the air horn is super loud. Jesus. You told me my musical's loud before. Is it? Is it?
Stalker. Please.
Stalker. I have no star fragments, bro. Didn't like in Sekiro was the mounted horse guy. Really? Actually ended up cheesing him and making him jump off the cliff. Oh, you can make him jump off the cliff? That's hilarious. I didn't know that. I found it was really easy. I actually didn't like the ball. I did like the ball, but I struggled with the ball. Just like getting flame, like even when you're like blocking it and stuff. But I kind of like all the fights in Sekiro, except for like Headless. They're kind of like grab you up your ass and then rip out your spine and then you're like dead. On the grapple hook, yeah, that clip. I would have shared, but I couldn't be bothered doing like the screen capture thing. So I can delete it. It's a good clip. You look so happy when you see when you do your own little alert with the Tom the Unseen, because you jumped off the cliff. It's like, okay. You're so happy. It's like when I said the joke about the shovel, I was like, yo, I dig it. And you're like, your fucking stupid smile. Womp air. Don't know what that's. Death. I can do this to you, Obes. Do me too. Same question that Marty asked, but without the kappa. Instead, shit-eating grin. Yeah, if you manage to climb onto a nearby roof, by the horse guy just gives up and jumps off the cliff. Yeah, you can do that on the Demon of Hatred because it's the same arena. But I don't. The horse guy always destroys the tower for me. I felt like getting to cheese him was harder than fighting him. Fighting him felt easy.
Show me everything you have, puppet of Geppetto.
Stop spinning around so I can fucking hit you, idiot. I just hate enemies that just do big swings like this. It's like, okay, yeah, I remember, is it Godric? Oh, it was still hitting me, alright, that's cool. That was a waste of a fucking summon. I'm just gonna swing around like that, and you know what? Suck it. Boring. Demon of Hatred sucked. Yeah. You know what? I think I only beat Demon of Hatred through the cheese. Yeah. Delayed swings suck, yeah. It's like no one fights like that IRL. Like, it's fucking unrealistic.
Show me everything you have, puppet of Geppetto.
Yeah, same. By cheesing it. And cut your toes, bro. What are you aiming for? Like those big swings, and look at the damage he did. Fucking nothing. Why'd they bother with a boss like that? Like, why'd they bother with the first phase, rather? Like, what were they thinking? They weren't aiming for Game of the Year, that's for sure. Good try, I guess. Oh yeah, I just hit you with a big attack now? Sure. He seems staggered already, to be honest. The Spectre was in the way, I couldn't hit him with the stagger move. What the fuck? That knocks me down now? Oh, fucking right. Oh, you got me, you fuckwit. Oh, fuck off. Stop it! Should play Dragon Age? No. The channel points is the redemption. It's a redeemed game. Yeah, it's my first playthrough. Do you want to hear me complain about the game? Because you come to the right place. Oh, fucking who cares? Fucking boring ass boss. Coolest fight was the one before this. I'm already missing that fight. Oh, it's just spam shit everywhere, okay. Remember when they designed games to be fun? No, neither. Laxative was... yeah, it's a sick boss. This is just fucking like a messy bedroom of a teenager. It's like, okay, you clean your shit up though. He didn't design it to be fun. It doesn't even feel insufferable either. It's like, I don't know, just it's boring. Boring is the best way to describe this. Little lightning. I don't know how many of these come down. Is it like 2 or 3? I just run until it stops. Because that's fun. Clean your shit up. Oh yeah, that hits me. Cool. And he's also summoning the fucking Hand of God again. Am I not dead? I'll dodge just to like feel longer. Why not? Yeah, let's go. Almost at 250 deaths. Yeah, I think most of these games like this would be my 250 blaze it. That's not the number. What the fuck? Makes me want to clean my room now that you mentioned it. Why is your room not clean? What the fuck? Simon Anus indeed. Hey Mario. How's your stream? You were playing... I forgot what you were playing. I was watching you briefly. I already forgot. Subnautica, yeah. I was like, Subnautica for you? Really? Just doesn't... I was like... I saw you doing a bit of Subnautica and I was like, yeah, then you changed, yeah. Subnautica was earlier. But yeah, these seem like games that aren't you. Like, they're not Souls-likes. Doesn't make him correct. And then we'll let him recreate a better world. Doesn't seem like he's just a crazy person. True. I mean, it's ironic, because, like, villains want change, but heroes want to keep things the same. You do play a variety of games. I'm just mostly... I've seen you play Cuphead and a bunch of Souls games, but I feel like you like Souls games the best, though. Or more than the other games. Yeah. I just think it's interesting. No more summons for me, whatever. Who cares? This boss is so boring, though. Thanos was right. Well, I didn't say that. His change wasn't necessarily... I mean, it might have been beneficial to the planet. Balances, everything should be. He didn't just like instantly teleported the existence of half the people away, which he could have done with a click. That's what bothers me about that, but instead he made them half the people die, and they faded away, and everyone missed them. That's what the only reason why the Avengers sought him out and let him, you know, didn't let him win. If he did it and deleted their memories of them even ever existing, which he could have, it wouldn't have... No one would have known anything, and there wouldn't be an Avengers Endgame. Easy. GG. That's the reality of it. Yeah. It's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. It's like if he clicked, it's like, nope, half of these characters are gone, and you won't ever see them go. Good. Bye. That's it. He half-assed it. Yeah. He clicked half of his own intelligence away. Yeah. Or would he be sad? He wouldn't even remember him. He wouldn't know any better. Just click them out of existence, or ever existing. Silly Thanos. Because he could shape reality. Yeah. Oh, this is boring.
Welcome to the new world. A world of true puppets.
I missed the last boss. I miss Lax. Lightning Bay is the best boss in this game. It's the only fun one. More ice cream. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I'm gonna have to go back to that place I hate. I'm doing it with the summons because why would I want to increase my suffering and just do it harder? And I like the mechanics of the reflecting. Yeah, the reflecting attack things, that was done well. It was cool. I don't mind that they copied Zelda. The Ganon fight! I did go to the tree, or is it like back at 8 again? The tree thing, I don't know why they added that, to be honest. Is there like a story relevance to that tree? Or like it having a timer and just letting you pick it every now and then is kinda, I don't know.